What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx from the Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow from Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Lando Flair Cobbs. Shout out to Goodfellow Sports TV.
Hey, Steven, man, you really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
All right, man, let's talk about Bushido Boxing. I'm watching his live that he did on Christmas yesterday. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. And he talked about boycotting, his opinion, his video on boycotting Ortiz Ugas. You know, got some not so good reviews. He said people was calling him a sellout, this, that, and the third. You know how the Spence fan base is the worst. That boxing scene and social media era, okay? And I thought about it. I mean, for one, it ain't a bad fight, right? And like Shamar came on and said one day, one of my subs, he jumped on the live and he said that, do we really want to see Spence? Do we really want to see Spence in his first fight back from the car injury? Do we really want to see him in there with Terrence Crawford? And he right. And we got caught. A lot of people got caught up. We got caught up, being misunderstood or disconnected, saying that, trying to articulate, well, this is what he said. This is what he said about fighting Bud. He said he needed a belt, and then everybody, even people that's not going to admit it, they maneuvered around after Q Double lost. They maneuvered around and said that and they made some things happen. You feel what I'm saying? And when Q Double lost, they made that when Q Double lost, I guess I don't know if the WBA wanted a certain amount of dollars and they wasn't willing to pay a certain amount of money, but they made it happen. They moved around the sanctioning bodies and they made it happen where, Errol Spence didn't have a mandatory nowhere for his 2 belts, and they made a way for the Ugas fight. If the Ugas fight didn't happen, then people was like, well, he cornered in, and people was making videos, including me, saying he cornered in, he got to fight Bud, he got to live up to his word, but it all started by him by him soliciting when nobody asked him to solicit. People were cool if he came back and took a tune-up. Nobody had a problem with that. All right, he probably thought that he had that Ortiz Ugas. He probably thought he had that Ortiz Ugas fight in the bag, and he knew he was gonna just troll troll Crawford again, and that's what he been doing with Crawford. He been trolling him. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he been doing. He been trolling him, and then he got caught up. And now the fans are expecting you to be a man of your word, but then they made a way for him, and that's what people didn't like. It all started with him talking. Nobody said, well, he got to fight Bud next, his first fight back. People was cool with him taking the tune-up. Remember that. Everybody was cool with him taking the tune-up. Nobody was saying, well, he got to fight Bud, he got to do this, nobody was saying that. He need to fight Bud. For people like, well, let him get a tune-up back, and you willing to wait for him to get a tune-up and see how he look. And that's kind of where the disconnect was for a lot of people. Was that you said something and you got to live on that. You got to stand on that. And they maneuvered around. They maneuvered around that, and people didn't like that. And that's boxing, it's politics, everything run on the money. Why do y'all think the majority of the sanctions, about 3 out of the 4 major sanction belt bodies, don't reside in America? Why you think when these dudes, sue, that bank, when they sue, these sanctioning belt bodies just file bankruptcy. So really, you have no jurisdiction. You sue them, you fracture or you break a relationship from them. You not Canelo. Most of these dudes not Canelo. They're not gonna come back and kiss your ass and wash your feet to get you back to get you back in the fold. And that's why Devin Haney is really damn if he do, damn if he don't. If nobody get up there and support him, better be after Charlo, especially Jamal Charlos, and the Charlo twins don't support him. He don't have a leg to stand on the championship on the issue of the WBC. If he sue him, they just gonna file bankruptcy, bro. And if you do win a couple dollars, you win your sanction fees back versus damages. That relationship is fractured, so you can forget about undisputed. you can forget about that. So, like I said before, we just had, a lot of these dudes. We just they had a point where we're Devin at a point where if you don't get the support in the boxing world, even guys who never held the WBC or used to hold the WBC or old timers, he damn if you do, he damn if you don't. He in trouble. So I mean, so that's kind of like where it is about people being mad about that's kind of where it is with people being mad about Spence and Ugas. It didn't originate from him not fighting Bud in his first fight back. It's something that he said. It's something that he solicited that nobody asked him to say. You know? So that's where it come from. That's where it come from. So that's where this thing come from. If he came back and fight Ugas, people would say it's just a high profile tune-up. And he looked good, then people would say, well, you got to fight Bud next. That's what people would say. Then you got to fight Bud next. But wasn't no pressure. If he looked shaky, people be willing to say, okay, man, get you another fight back. Get you another fight in and, you know, see what you look like versus Bud. So that's kind of where we at with it. And people want to understand. They come on and say, well, y'all, hey, you know, Ugas and Errol fight, this, that, and the third. Like Shamark made his comments about, do we really want to see it? We didn't want to see him and him use those excuses. Like Bud said, I don't want to fight him in his first fight back. We didn't want those excuses. We didn't, but you trolled us. You solicited to the fans. You thought the Ugas fight was in the bag. When your backup plan with Q-Double, fell off, then you got caught in the mousetrap. It's stuff like that. It's shit that he say like that. It's stuff that he say like that is what get people mad with him. Had he just continued to be consistent about, oh, when I get all these belts, then I'm gonna fight Bud. And I get all these belts, and if he just continued to be consistent about that, then won't nobody be mad, right? People say, well, he told y'all what he's gonna do, but you keep saying shit, bro. You keep trolling. We keep trolling instead of just saying that. You saying, well, I gotta fight for a belt next. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't fought nobody. He on the wrong side of the street. You keep contradicting yourself. You first were saying when he get a belt, I'll fight him. That's what he was saying. Then he turns and when I get a belt, I'm gonna take the easy road. I'm gonna clean up my side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Before that he was on the wrong side of the street. He need to leave Bob. So he contradicted himself so much, bro. So why should we believe that he gonna fight him after that? Had he committed to, like, all right, he said, like, right, he told the fans, like Roy Jones said about Gervonta, we need to know a timeline of when Gervonta is gonna fight. Like we listened to a time frame when he gonna fight Lomachenko. Had he told us, like, okay, I probably got to fight Batuev, stay on this next, but then at the end of the year, I'm gonna fight Bud. We gonna start negotiate, man. We gonna negotiate behind the scenes. We not gonna negotiate through the media. Niggas would be like, bet. People be like, bet, and Bud would be like, oh yeah, we talking already, so we got a plan going. People would be like, bet, or just Bud, just him and PBC come to an agreement. People would be like, bet. People be like, okay. We just want to know what's going on. Because your word is no good with the fans. Even your fanboys won't admit it. Your word is no good with the fans. It's not. And then it ain't like he's saying after this fight, at least if we get him to the press conference, it ain't like he committing to the Bud fight after this fight neither. That's all we want to know. We just want a timeline. He give us a timeline and Bud co-sign a timeline, or Bud sign over to PBC, then we be like, okay, but his word is no good. Can't believe shit he say about boxing. You don't know if he trolling and telling the truth. And people think he gonna take the 3 belts and run in 54. If I was scared, I would. Or if I feel weight drained, I ain't feel like myself, I'd drag Crawford up to 54 too. Not get mad at him. But this nigga been dragging this shit out for how long, bro? Crawford been calling this shot before he got to the division. He was calling his shot, calling Keith Thurman out, calling. They said, why you ain't calling Earl out? He said, I'm calling Earl out. He been doing that for how long, bro? He been doing it since 2017, 18. He been calling these dudes out. We going on 5 years, bro. We going on 4 or 5 years. We've been talking about the same shit. That's how long we've been going talking about the same shit. 7-8, I said this shit a long time ago. They need to go ahead and fight, and they do. And Errol fans were saying, well, they need to marinate. They need to marinate. What we marinating, bro? What we marinating? You know, they were saying that shit 4 or 5 years ago. They've been fearing blood. They've been fearing blood. They've been fearing blood. That's the fact of the matter. They were saying marinate when he was first calling them out. When that person said, why ain't you calling out Keith? Why didn't he start calling out Earl? He said, I'll fight either one of them. Whoever got the belts. You know, so like I said before, man, as far as boycotting the fight, bro, like I said, I understand for people going to boycott it, but it's still a good fight. Am I going to pay for it? No. Well, I recommend people to pay for it. No, I don't recommend people pay for nothing in boxing no more. Because even when they give us this fight, it's not prime, it's not boiling. Even when we get Fury and AJ, if we, I think he still got to fight AJ, regardless of if you use Usyk, it's already damaged. It's like receiving a package from Amazon or FedEx, receiving a package from your peoples, and it's already damaged, bro. They giving us resalvaged fights, like resalvaged cars. Like when they get in accidents, people fix it up. My grandma always tell you never buy a car that's been in a major accident. You always tell me you never buy a car that's been in a major accident. That's what they giving us. They giving us a car that's been in a major accident. They was able to salvage it. They was able to give it a new front end, fix the axles, whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? No, that's what they giving us. You know, you talking about the pure fights in boxing, right? Let's talk about the pure fights in boxing. You know what I'm saying? That that I would pay for. Okay, real quick. I'm gonna go up and down the scale, bro. Okay, I would pay for. I pay to watch a New UA fight John Rio Casimir, and I pay for him to fight Donaire again and unify the whole division. Right. I pay to watch Fulton versus Marjan Ahmadid for the full title. That's not wrong. Why instead of say pay, I have high interest because neither one of those going to be pay-per-view. I would have high interest in those fights. Here, it's nothing. The fight that I want to see is Gary Russell and New UA. That's I have high interest. Wouldn't mind paying for that fight either. That's the interest I have. That's it at that division as far as the champions. This division, excuse me. This division, I would have high interest in Shakur and Oscar Valdez. All right, shout out to my boy Albert Bell too. This division, I just don't care. But I like to see Haney fight Kambosos, and I wouldn't mind see the winner fight Lomachenko or the loser. Okay, this division is what it is. This division, not interested in none of this unless it got Ennis and Ortiz fight some of these dudes. It's just, but Charlo and Castanos a good fight, and it proved that, maybe it was worth pay-per-view, but then again, the ticket sales and the gate said it didn't have high interest where they can throw it on pay-per-view, which have a lot of interest, and they did put a price tag on it. It'd be interesting if I didn't have much to do with it, I could put it in. It's a good fight. It deserves, undisputed, Charlo got 3 belts, Castanos, but the best thing about it is that the first fight was good. And that's what sells it. But, it's a good fight, high interest. None of that 160 for me. Andrade and Charlo, it's a good fight. They both still pretty good. So, wouldn't mind it. Here, Canelo and Benavidez is the only one that attracts me. Here, better BF, Bivol, Joe Smith all fighting each other. It's good fights. Want to throw Canelo in the mix, I'm good. cruiserweight. We talked about heavyweight already. It's a good one, but I would like to see Wilder and White, Fury and Usyk, Fury and AJ, and Joe Joyce versus any of those guys, and Philip Harkovich and guys like that. So, yeah, man, it ain't too many fights in boxing that not too many fights in boxing that catch my ears and stuff of that nature. But you know, those are some good fights in boxing, man, and you know, but like I said before, as far as boycotting the fight, man, like I said before, man, I tried to, you know, put a boycott together, man, and y'all didn't want to boycott it, man. Remember, I said I got mad at some of the brothers for supporting Triple G and Violence Monterosi. Remember, Fred went down there and supported his deal, and he talked all that black stuff, but it's number of videos with him chopping up with Mexicans and stuff of that nature, but then he tried to play the black card. You know? That's my thing. But these dudes are inconsistently black. You feel me? These dudes are inconsistently black, man. And so, you know, if we galvanize a boycott, a lot of guys will follow through. You know, we share links and stuff. But I don't mind. If you want to boycott, you want to boycott. I try to get people to boycott Danny and Sean Porter, even on regular TV. Try to tell people to stream it when it's on regular TV or regular Showtime, whatever it's easier to stream. I try to show people how to stream it. You know, people, you know, some people did, most people didn't. Most people said was mad because I said that because we're not getting the fights that we want. Earl deserved to be in there fighting for that belt versus one of them. You know what I'm saying? So this fight, like I said before, I don't know. I'm not paying for it, bro. You know, if you want links, you want tutorials on how to get the fight on your Fire Stick. You want tutorials on how to get the fight on your phone. Ryan Rodriguez, shout out to him. He's a Raider fan. He showed me he sent me a few apps that, you know, that's free 99. I said free 99 is free. People don't understand lingo about you know, how to get some of these other sporting events on your phone. So, like I said before, like Blood Boxer say, we should stream this fight. We shouldn't buy this fight, you know. But if we don't, they either gonna make up fake numbers and not release numbers at all. I'm not buying it though. Not saying it's not a good fight, but you know, also what kind of gets into the equation is all the pay-per-views they're asking us to buy. Now this fight gonna be March and April. You think about it. They're asking us to buy Ortiz and Charles Martin January 1st. That's not even on Fox pay-per-view. That's on like pay-per-view.com. You know, what is it on like pay-per-view.com? Hold on. Because I heard Bushido bring it up. So hold on. Let me see if I can buy the pay-per-view. Oh, okay, it's on fighttv.com. You can buy it on fighttv.com. So you can buy it for $39 on Fight TV. So it's on Fight TV. I think they got like an app or something like that too. So let me see what SB Nation say. So hold on. This is trying to see how you watch it. I can't remember about the champion percentage. I don't know. They ain't telling you how to watch. Oh, here we go. I don't know. They're not telling you how to watch it. So I really get that. But basically, it's on Fight TV. Let's see if they can give it to us. Yeah, it's on Fight TV. Yep. $40 you got to buy it on Fight TV. So this pay-per-view was so unattractive that Showtime or Fox didn't want to pick it up. Or they 6 days, 7 hours, 53 minutes, 14 seconds, 12 seconds away. Right? It was so bad that none of them want to pick it up. Even the zone they come through and say, let's pick it up. Crazy, right? Crazy. Let's let you know everything you need to know. You know, maybe that's what PBC might be headed to for more fight days, Fight TV. And I'm telling y'all going to start paying per fight, bro. Y'all thought I was playing when I said that. Y'all thought I was playing when I said that when you got to start paying per fight, they're going to charge you like $10 or $15 per fight to watch these fights from now on. And they still gonna throw stuff on pay-per-view. They still gonna throw them bitches on pay-per-view. I'm telling you what they gonna do. You gonna start playing $10 or $15. They might just be like, all right, you can play. You might get an annual fee. You know, instead of paying $10 every weekend, we plug you in at $40 or $35 a month, but you got to pay up for a year. But then you still got to pay like $60, $70, $80, $100 for the pay-per-view. I'm telling y'all, this is kind of a place where they tipping their hand at. They probably going to start using Fight TV, and we're going to start paying per fight. I'm telling y'all, it's probably going to be a month-to-month package you can pay, or more likely it's going to be an annual package you can pay. This is where it's going at, bro. It ain't like you get something different on Fight TV. You get a different commentary. True. But it ain't like you get it in 4K or 5K or something like that, bro. This is a joke. It's a joke. It's a true joke. It's a true joke, bro. And this is where boxing going at now. Y'all laughing, but this is where boxing is going at. This is where it's trending to. I'm telling y'all, PBC tipping their hand. They got a pay-per-view in January, February, and potentially a pay-per-view in March with Spence, or a pay-per-view in April. Then it was a rumor that they're trying to put Ruiz and Wilder together. That's probably what Wilder said, that, you know, I'm going to retire because they probably didn't offer him enough money. Everything I said. You know, then, you know, you might, who else you kind of got there? Charlo Castanos might be pay-per-view. After that fight, you think he's going to put on regular TV? I don't know. They should keep it on regular TV. Canelo got a pay-per-view in May coming up. So you at least got a pay-per-view in January, February. You might want to have one in March. And you might have one in May with Canelo. So we got a pay-per-view 3 to 4 months. And there's rumors that Top Rank gonna start doing pay-per-view. So boxing going literally to a pay-per-view. You're gonna be with PBC, you're gonna be paying per card, per view. You're gonna be paying per card. And that's crazy, bro. And then you're gonna have Tank come back sometime in the first half of next year. And then you probably have Keith come back. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to donate, man. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, create notifications, go live, drop a video. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Go live and drop a video. Hit me up on social media. I appreciate you guys, girls and guys. Give me to 1,000 on Twitter. Let's help me get 1,000 on Instagram. Okay, I might create some more different content on there. Financially, like I said, Cash App, CJ Good 313. Appreciate the donations. Venmo, CJ Good 313. Appreciate those donations. PayPal link in the description. All that's in the description. Rolling to the bottom of the screen. Check out the Box News and Heavyweight playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.